Show it to me. The yin and the yang. It's amazing. Hello everyone, Gomez here again for the LAN Up channel with more card reveals. We know that we're getting 13 tonight. One would assume they're going to be outside of Shurima because that would go with the current trend that we're getting, like Shurima, non-Shurima, Shurima, non-Shurima. But honestly, I cannot wait to get in and see what they've got for us this evening. So let's do this. Oh, so much hype. It's another champion, Kindred, which I've got no idea who the hell they are, but they slay their prey.
Shall we, dear wolf?
So, okay, so we've got first time you... So, yeah, again, we're working off... Oh my god, it's Shadow Isles! Oh, I mean, for anyone who doesn't know, like, Shadow Isles and PNC are my favourite regions. It's like, oh my god, another Shadow Isles champ. Yes! Quick attack. It's got, the first time you slay a unit each round, I mark the weakest enemy, round, and kill my marked enemy. Oh my god. Yes, so already this is a 5-cost 4/4 with quick attack, which obviously is like a nice stat to be going forward with, but also the fact that the first time you kill something, or slay something, which again the slay mechanic means it's either side of the board, so it doesn't necessarily have to be your own side, but let's face it, Shadow Isles has got so many different things that can kill its own things that it's most likely going to be your own stuff, but yeah, so it just marks the weakest, and they're immediately going to die at the end of the turn, so... Oh, yes. Yeah, I they level up through slaying 2 of my marked targets, so...
I'm ready, little lamb.
I am ready as well. I'm ready! I'm so ready! Oh, just that animation? That animation of that going through there.
Nice little prey.
That just... Oh, just... Okay, so... 2 men of slow speed. Lamb's Respite. We've got give the weakest ally... I can't take damage or die this round. Okay, I mean, it's weird because it's kind of it's the weirdest thing because it's kind of counter what Shadow Isles is in terms of the fact that it's making some people say not die, but also we need to remember is that this actually has got synergy for things along the lines of, why can't I think of the damn name of it right now, Prankster, because Prankster obviously is a 0/3, and so its main thing is the fact that it's always vulnerable to attack. It stays on the back bench, but it's always vulnerable to just being killed, so the ability of, like, you know, if you think you're against somebody who's going to be using either a single combat or they're going to be using a, what's his face, get excited. The one thing I would say is that because I see this as more of a respawn spell, I prefer it to be fast speed rather than slow speed, but if you can predict what's going to go on. But also, it's looking like the actual synergy here is going to be using Butcher or the Caretaker to kill the same unit. So the ability of then going, play those to kill the same, but then because you've cast this spell, they can't die. So actually, that synergy is really interesting as well. The fact that you've got things which by the very definition kill something to make things happen. I said like Ravenous Butcher or Fusion, but this might be able to make it so they stay on the board and you target all of those things onto the one thing. So actually very interesting, because sometimes, so even that opens up Crocolith as well, the ability to use this so you can use multiple things, like using the same weakest target. So that is, if that's how that synergy works, I mean, we're obviously going to see it happen. So make the weakest. That's also a different, we've also not seen that yet, so they can't die. Whoop. Okay. Death is another beginning. Yes, it is indeed. So kill a unit, then revive it, because we haven't actually seen this as being a thing in Shadows. Obviously, we've seen a lot of kill your own stuff thing, but actually kill a unit, then revive it, which actually can be used on either side of the board. So you can actually use this on your opponent's side of the board. I mean, can you imagine? It's not main decked. It's not main decked, but imagine the comedy if you were against an opponent who was running what's his face, Solitary Monk, and they already had their Solitary Monk on the board and they're just replaying a bunch of things, and then you just did this, which then revived it, and the summon effect then recalled everyone. I mean, it's obviously not going to happen because Solitary Monk is not really run that much, but the comedy of the thought of that being a thing, there's probably going to be other things which you could actually use that to your benefit in terms of their, like, I can't think, like, Solitary Monk's the first one that comes to mind, but there could be other synergies whereby actually forcing your opponent to kill and get a revive effect again might be counter what they would normally want, if you know what I mean. So I can't think of any other than that Solitary Monk. Well, that Solitary Monk was hilarious, but obviously you can do this on your side of the field for so many different things, especially in Shadow Isles, because they've got so many summon effects that the ability to kill a unit and resummon it. So for example, you can use this on Rekindler, and Rekindler will die and come back and bring back another champion. But I don't know why my mind immediately went to the counter one first, but there's so many different synergies that you can do with this card, and it works so well within what Shadow Isles does that I love it. Yes. Okay, so they actually are using it against the opponent. They're using it against the opponent. So why did that affect Garen, or look like that affected? So because it's, or is that what this? It's whatever this, because we haven't actually seen what this 0-1 does. So I'm guessing, or is that because, oh sorry, because it's because a unit got slain, and so that's why it's the effect. No, right, I'm talking. So it's the effect of what's their face, and actually, the synergy there of you're killing that unit to revive it, but it's because you want to make the better unit. So Garen hit the mark, which then means he's going to die at the end of the turn. The synergy there is actually amazing. I love it. That is the ability to make it so you can actually make that target of the weakest what you want it to be by killing something which counts as the slain. That, I mean, it looks like a cinnamon roll, but that's besides the point. That is amazing. That synergy, and yeah, here we go. I mean, we're about to see an amazing level up, so I'm actually going to go back and make sure that we see that in its full effect. But they're using Ravenous Butcher on this, and it's not dying. That's what I said, like, it's the potential synergies of using that there. So that, I've also got whatever the hell this little ghost. I mean, there's so many things I want to wait for, but also, let's just see what this lovely level up animation is going to be. Show it to me. The yin and the yang. It's amazing. I mean, I need to, there we go. I need to calm myself down, but that, the yin and the yang, and still keeps quick attack, obviously. First time slain, first time you slay a unit each round, grant me 2+2, and so now every single time you slay a unit for the first time in the thing, you're actually gaining stats which are granted stats, so it's a continuous stat, and still marking the weakest and then killing the weakest, or the marked, so killing the marked one at the end of the turn. Just, oh my god, I love this champion. With the slain mechanic, I love this champion. Oh, just Shadow Isles. Yes. Okay, we keep going. I'm too high. So that synergy, I mean, obviously it's no longer got the unkillable, but I'm assuming that would be the synergy of that again, because we already saw it on Ravenous Butcher.
With grace and precision.
Just Lucian said just had no chance, right? Lucian said I had no chance at this. Just I want to know what that 1-3 does, and also that 0-1 that we saw. I want to know what they do. But yes, I cannot. Shadow Isles. I love Shadow Isles so much. I'm so glad that we got some Shadow Isles being added into this in this thing. So let's go and see what the other cards are all about. But I'm just already so pumped. Already so pumped. I just love everything. I mean, we've still got a little bit of time. We shall wait and then get back to what this is. Okay, we're getting to see the cards now. So that Spirit Journey is actually going to be the hero spell as well, which actually makes a lot of sense with this champion, because literally it just works. It works with the mark, and obviously the ability to be able to kill something off that's like, so you can make the stronger thing what's targeting. It's just, oh my god, Shadow, I love it. So let's see what cards we haven't seen. The artwork as well is amazing. So we've got Spirit Lich, which is play, kill an ally to draw 2. So it's kind of and it's a 4-1, which is quite devastating in terms of stat wise. In terms of it's so easy to pick off, but it's got a nice effect of drawing 2. So it's an immediate like a play effect, play to kill. So it's one of those things where it's that sacrifice, but then also by killing, you're slaying something, which is then activating certain things that are going to be helping you, plus drawing 2. We've got, a fearsome. Play, kill an ally to kill an enemy. So, yeah, again, so for 7 cost, it's a 6, which is 6-4, but you're doing that whole thing of killing something up on your side to trade off with something on the other side. A bit like Crumble in that respect, but through a unit rather than a spell, and it's a play effect rather than a thing. So it requires, like, them having to deal with this, like it's not as easy to deal with as Crumble, is what my point is trying to be here. We've got when I'm summoned, summon a prey. So that was the which it free one that we saw. So it's a 2-cost free one, not bad, as well as the fact that it's summoning prey. The main good thing about this is that there's so much synergy, which is working off of things dying that you don't like. Summoning something like this, yeah, it's going to die very quickly, but also because you've got that spell which lets the weakest one live, and then you can use all of like your kind of like kill abilities. This artwork, Mask Mother, this artwork, which like I will actually, I'm not going to change myself because I'll show it on the side screen. Mask Mother, actually, we saw this earlier on than what people think. If people remember, Mobile X at one point in this, which it recently actually showed Thorny Toad with this art. So we've actually already seen this artwork before, for those who remember. And so it's a 2-cost fearsome 2/2. Play, kill an ally to grant me its stats and keywords. So this 2-cost comes out with fearsome, so you could already play that on something which has not got fearsome to gain its stats, but also its keywords. So the ability to even use this on the prey to get that additional, like a health stat, but I doubt you'd do that. You could even use this on top of Spirit Lich to get an additional 4 attack and which at 1 health. So that's a fearsome unit that's immediately going to have 6 damage and 3 health. As well as that, obviously there's other avenues that you could go down, like especially like the new cards, because obviously we saw some like synergy within the other region. What was it like? So I could go through and try to work out what my best options are, especially sharing those keywords. So you could give it elusive, you could give it like there's so many different things depending on obviously who you kill, making it good. But that is actually a very nice card. Very nice card, I'm going to say. The ability of a fearsome unit that can increase its stats, but also its keywords depending on what you do, especially when paired with Shurima and their ability to knock things down to make it so that that fearsome stat point is actually, or fearsome keyword is actually like a more relevant, is my point. So let's keep going. Until dusk, draw 1, Nightfall, activate an ally's Nightfall ability, ignoring any targeted so wait, I need to remember what that means. Okay, so activate ally, so I'm guessing you get to choose which ally it is, ignoring any targeted portions. So I'm just trying to think what Nightfall, like the targety bits or whatnot, what that refers to, because my mind is not being able to, I'm just trying to think of all the different things. Is it because like obviously actually no, I'm just trying, it's because what's his face, the guy targets, doesn't he, the one who makes elusive, but he makes himself elusive and he makes somebody else elusive, but obviously you'd be ignoring his ability to target, so he would still become elusive, but obviously he wouldn't be able to target somebody to make them. I'm assuming that's what it means. It's talking about that guy, I can't remember what the hell his name is right now, but because his one is a targeted effect from what I can hear. So obviously it makes their Nightfall things happen, but it ignores anything that would require targeting. So still really good, because there's certain Nightfall units, like the ability to, like obviously in the region that we're in, Doom Beast, that's the word. So immediately ciphering, which is draining from your opponent, can be activated immediately, and you are drawing a card as well. You could actually even make the I can't think of its name right now, the onlooker go up to its fearsome, which it's 4-1 status with the fearsome thing. So yeah, again, it's kind of like that's something that kind of synergizes a little bit with fearsome, but I said like Doom Beast as well is a really good one. I doubt that you would use this ability with the with the, well, I can't think of its damn name, the Evershade Stalker thing, but obviously I said that there are like some things which you can then also use in Targon. So the thing is, if that thing's elusive, it's already going to be elusive. And is it a +3 stat? Like, in terms of the moon, the Crescent Guardian thing, is it gets given overwhelmed, but is the Nightfall also that it grants stats to it, which it gives stats to itself? So would that also, so that, there's potential synergies that work off of this, as well as the fact that I guess it would work on Diana's thing to give her challenge and whatnot as well, right? In terms of if she's not already leveled and that. So there's a few options that this definitely opens up, and that's why it's a good card, as well as the fact there is a draw card, as well as its ability to be able to activate Nightfall. And the last one we've got, because this one is the kill an ally, kill a Fimji, like that's the skill that's been given from the Ether thing. So let's go into Song of the Isles. Grant an ally lifesteal, fearsome, and ephemeral. It's burst speed, so it's an actually really nice thing to get lifesteal onto a unit, especially if you are getting like a good statted unit. You will be giving it ephemeral, but at the same point, Shadow Isles and that, it seems to be working off of killing things, so it could be really good to make a Kindred and which is Nasus deck, in terms of the fact that they're both working off the Slain mechanic, and so you don't necessarily mind about the ephemeralness, because both of them are then going to work off of that Slain mechanic. But also adding fearsome and lifesteal is very powerful with those, because this Shurima has got so many different abilities of getting the things down on your opponent. Just more fearsome and lifesteal. Really good thing, really good. Some of the others, really good things. All these cards, I'm just so glad I've seen some Shadow Isles in this set. This is nice. I love the champion. I love everything that they're doing. That whole killing at the end of the turn, and even this ability of kind of trying to tailor that to kill a smaller minion that would normally target, to get more kind of like who you're trying to target with that as well, is amazing. So yes, this set is shaping up to be an amazing set. I cannot wait to get my hands on these cards and start crafting. So many different ideas that are coming out of it. But please let me know what you think about the new cards in the comments down below. Let me know what's going on in your heads right now. This is just such an amazing set. Everything is so good. So please let me know. As I said, there is also the links down below. So shameless plug time: Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. If you didn't know already, I stream on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So you want to come catch the action live, please feel free to. As well as that, there is a Discord link down below if you want to do that. There is actually a games night tonight in the Discord. There's a monthly games night and movie night that happens, and tonight is games night. So if you want to get involved with that, the option is up to you. As well as the fact that just talking about all the new cards and that in there. There is also the merch link down below if you want to check out, but do not feel forced. It's just like t-shirts like this Tom Kench one. That's a spicy deck that you had there. It's up to you, but do not feel forced. Just thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for the support that I've been getting. Everyone who's already subscribed or gone over to Twitch and followed, honestly, thank you so much. I've got an end of year goal of hitting 5,000 followers / subscribers on both YouTube and Twitch, and we've already gone past 2,000 on YouTube. So honestly, thank you all so much for the support. It just validates what I'm doing, and so thank you so much, because it really does mean the world to me. So please, as I said, just pat yourselves on the back and thank yourselves for me, because I can't do it to you at the moment with the pandemic. But thank you, and I hope that if you've not already hit that subscribe button, you consider it. But I hope that you have a great evening. I shall see you tomorrow with some more card reveals. But until next time, bye!
From flash of brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.